anyway, we've been joined by one of the organizers, you could say lead organizer really, of the demonstration, the 3-day demonstration that took place. Free the Citizens Stop Galamsey. Now, incredible amount of work they put in to make this a huge success. I would say it's been one of the most profound demonstrations we've had. I was saying to you that the intentionality by the organizers was just top notch. So we've been joined by one of the organizers, Joshua Boy Do. I mean, a lot of people don't know him by that name.
I was wondering, who is
Joshua Boy Do? Yeah, but if you say KalyJay,
everybody knows
KalyJay. KalyJay, congratulations on a successful 3-day protest. Talk to us briefly about how it all started. What led you to come together, organize people, mobilize people for this really important cause?
Okay, good morning, and good morning to everyone. Good morning to the viewers. Good morning to yourself as well. So I think this demonstration came out as a result of constant agitation from people on social media, especially X, that's Twitter. We saw the videos of our friends and families and loved ones being arrested. The hashtag started, it went viral. A lot of people joined the campaign, and we continued their fight. Because it all began when we the citizens started asking for clean and safe drinking water. And we called for a ban on mining. So I think once it started, everybody picked up on it, and our people started getting arrested. We had to make a stand, and it got to a point where we cannot sit on the fence anymore. So we had to hit the streets. We sent a notice to the police, and they cooperated with us, and we were able to make this happen.
So just for those who are unaware or the uninitiated, how many petitions in total did you send? Because I know on day one you sent a couple of petitions, day two as well. Which institutions did you petition in these 3 days, during this 3-day demonstration?
Okay, so the very first day we was used to send a petition to the Attorney General's office to help release our friends and families that have been detained for more than a week. I'm not talking now, Oliver Baker, Ralph, Vera, and
Cedric and all of that.
And the second, Cedric and Amofa and the rest. Glenn, and the names are plenty, 53 people.
53, yeah.
And we sent a petition to the Attorney General, and the day two was sent to the Minerals Commission to put an end to Galamsey. We had a third petition which we wanted to submit to Parliament, but I think they're on a break, but it's still ready. And once they resume, we will also find a way to send a petition to them to repeal the laws that allow people to mine in our forest reserves as well. So I think those were the 3 petitions that we had, and we've submitted 2. So hopefully we'll be able to submit the 3rd one in due time.
My colleague Eno has some questions for you.
Kali, looking at the numbers that turned up, were you impressed? You know, from day one, day two, I felt like each day kept increasing.
Yeah, it kept increasing. The very first day was on a Thursday, and we were able to gather enough numbers, and a lot of people had concerns in the very beginning because they saw people being arrested, so a lot of them were a bit scared to join us. So after the first day was very peaceful, and the next day, that was Friday, others also joined. And usually people close earlier on Fridays, so quite the numbers doubled up on Friday. And on Saturday, those who saw both the Thursday and Friday agreed and promised to join us because they saw how peaceful we were. They saw how smooth everything, well organized everything was. So on Saturday, the numbers multiplied. It was. I hope it sent a strong message.
It definitely did send a strong message. I mean, we saw how even the international community, the international media, and even local media took this matter up seriously. But KalyJay, talk to us about your next line of action, because I've seen a series of tweets from you as well saying that you could do this again, or conversations are being had on going about it again if your demands are not met.
Obviously, we hosted, we did a 3-day demonstration, and hopefully we are yet, we want to see results. So if we sit and we watch and we realize we are not getting the results we need, we will definitely continue. We have to continue to get results, and that is why we started this in the first place. It will all be for nothing if we just stop midway, because we need to get results. And we will be at the court premises to support our people, and hopefully on that day they should be released. If not, hopefully we'll be back on the streets, and this time the numbers will be 10 times more, hopefully.
Yes. Kali, did you know that, the youth in the UK were also joining the protest in solidarity?
Yeah, not just the UK, we also had one in New York too as well. And this morning I saw pictures from Sunyani as well. So I think it was not just in Accra, but Sunyani, UK and New York.
Oh.
All right. Kali, you've had a long 3D, right? So we'll let you have some rest. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your commitments to this cause, really. Some of us are so proud of the work you've been able to do in the past 3 days. I mean, all through when the conversation broke out on Galamsey. So I'm sure we'll have you some other time, maybe in studio, where we can talk a lot more on all the other stuff you are doing.
But kudos to you, and we doff our hats to you.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you for having me today.
You for come around, you for come studio one of these days.
Sure, no problem.
Sure. So there you heard him, one of the lead organizers of the Free the Citizens and Stop Galamsey Now protest, Joshua Boydo, popularly known as KalyJay. He has this really interesting handle on Twitter, right? Yeah, so he's like Jai Jimmy. Yeah, so like stop. In America they'll say no Malaki, right? Yeah, so just don't be serious. That's basically it. But you see, it's amazing. I was making the point about convening power,
right?
And I said to you that, see, over the years, it's only churches largely, or let me say religious groups, and politicians, even the politicians, it's just the two of them, NPP and NDC, that have been able to harness this really important
numbers.
And you listen to the likes of Obama, you listen to how he was able to run for president against all odds. It's about mobilizing people, right? Organizing people. And we've not had that in the public space in a long time, largely because of legitimacy issues, right? So when somebody comes up and wants to do something, we are not sure what the person's long-term interests are or long-term goals are. But this was quite clear. So they set the agenda. The agenda was simple. See, we need our waters clean. We need Galamsey to stop. Organized labor already had come out with 4 demands, and they stood by those demands. They said, see, temporary ban, revoke license, the LI 264 that allows mining in forest reserves. And all of that. So they stood by those demands as well. And we said that the next thing was trying to build legitimacy for the thing. So other groups came on board. Trust issues will, of course, come up, but they found a way of dealing with all of that. And for me, the next thing they looked at was inclusivity, right? Trying to get other people on board, different views. So they're like, see, Galamsey affects us all. It doesn't affect you whether you're in the upper class or you're in the middle class. So they try to bring everybody across. And if you look at the people that turn up for the demonstrators, I was like,
people from all walks of life.
I know some of my friends, see, they are the most apolitical people I've ever come across.
Yeah.
What are they going? Oh, Charlie. No,
but they were there.
The school, when they are coming with driver and Charlie, but they were there. So the point I'm making is that the protest cut across social status, right? So you had the elites there, you had people lower. So the inclusivity was there. They set the agenda. He built legitimacy for it. And that's what I'm saying. See, we need to commend them so much for the work they've done. And I'm sure posterity will be kind to them.
Of course.
I'm so